Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Eric Andy, your favorite shoemaker and machine seller. You know that I sell machines and I make shoes and I show it for you guys free of charge on YouTube. And what I encourage you guys to do is to make sure that you always click on the like button. A lot of you watch my video, but a lot of you don't remember to click on the like button. So please do click on the like button and comment, ask any question. I'll do my best to respond to you. So today I'll be making a shoe, and I want to also dive into that shoe so that we all get to explain together. So as you watch the next video, make sure that you comment, you like, so that I can encourage and make this video visible for others who are searching for videos like this, and you are definitely encouraging somebody, and you're also encouraging me to make more videos that will help you in your shoemaking journey. So let's go straight into the class for today. Hi guys, welcome to class today. If you are a new subscriber, welcome to your Kande channel, and if you have been a viewer here, you've been a subscriber here for a while, thank you for watching my video. I appreciate you all and God bless you all. Today I'll be teaching you on how I make a penny loafers. Now penny loafers are loafers that have the kind of pointed mouth like this. They're classically called penny loafers, and they have a stitching line around this axis. I hope you can see it closely. Around this axis they have a stitching line, and the way we'll be weaving it, and it's making, that's what we call it, penny loafers. And this size I'm making here is a size 42, but I want to make it size 43. I can also use this last for that. So we'll get into this by first of all drawing out the pattern. So this is a very good last, and so when you're picking up your last, you remember to pick up a very good last that has the shape of what you want. So guys, I noticed that you guys always watch my video, but a lot of you don't remember to turn on the notification button and also hit on the like button. So as you're watching this video, make sure you hit on the like button and also share this video to as many people as possible. But anytime you click on all this, you're giving this video more visibility for people like you to see. The reason why you can see this video is because somebody clicked on the like, somebody shared it, and that's why you can see it, and so that YouTube will keep on suggesting this to other viewers like you. So guys, let's go into the class for today. And before we go into the class, I want you to remember that my face is not what you need, so you'll be watching the chapter of the pattern right on my work table. So let's go into the class. Guys, welcome back to class. We'll be making our pattern and drawing out our pattern. The first one, I explained to you that you need the last. You need your masking tape, you need your pencil, you need your biro, and you need your cutting knife. These are very important tools for drawing out your pattern and cutting it out. So I'll put this aside first of all. Then with the first thing I'm going to work with is my masking tape. Now this is a masking tape of 3 inches, and you might decide to use the one of 1 inch. It works perfectly well also. So what the first thing I do is to mark the center of my last. Yes, this is marking the center of my last to give it the reason why I mark this is because to give it stamina. Yes, mark the center of the last. So let me draw this a little bit up. You can see, I hope you can see it gently. So make sure that you position it well. Once position it well, it's going to lap. So this is a tape, so you need to be careful with it when you're marking. Okay, so this side you can decide to just cut it off like this so that it can relax. Now it's not compulsory you use the white tape of 3 inches. You can use the one. Most times I use the 1 inch, but when the 1 inch is not available for me to get, I just use the 2 inches. So right now, where I get my masking tape, they do not have the one for 1 inch, so I decided to buy the one for 2 inch just for. But still, I'm still gonna get what I want from here. So that is it for this. I'm trying to move some things. Okay, so the next one's we're gonna be covering this particular side of the last. Guys, I want you to make sure that you watch this video, and as you're watching this video, make sure that you hit on the like button. And anytime you're hitting the like button, you're encouraging my video and you're encouraging me to keep posting videos like this, to help you in your shoemaking journey. So kindly please hit the like button as you watch this video. All right, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. So we're gonna be covering this side gently. Covering the side gently, and to the back side. Yes. So this is what we'll be having. And it's gonna be lapping like this. I hope you guys can see it. Okay. So we'll keep on with that. Still going to cover this side again. Let it lap on it very well. Please let it lap on it very well. Let it lap on it very well so that it will hold it and to give it strength. Because if it's not lapping on it very well, when you remove it, it will not have stamina. The tape will be just so fragile. You don't want the tape to tear. Okay, so I'm making sure that it laps very well. Don't worry about some parts that are a bit rumpled. You can still work your way around that. Okay. So here we go. I hope you're seeing this very well. Okay, so you can use your hand to just smoothen some side that is not yet smoothened. You can use your hand to smoothen. So this is one part. So I'm going to still lap this particular side so everything is covered properly. So I'm still gonna cover this side. Start from this angle. That's from the tip of the lace. I'm going to just draw it downwards. So we'll be having some overlap under the lace, and that's okay because we'll be cutting out those excesses also. So there's no need. You don't have to worry. Okay. So there we go. So making them lap properly. Okay. Don't worry about that. And yes, here we go. Okay, so you can see that the lace is lapping on one another. I prefer to use the 1 inch. I'm used to the 1 inch much more than this 2 inches tape, but we're still going to do it anyway. So we'll come back to this side. That is this part of the lace to still cover this side, but I still need to cover this particular upper side. So I'm going to be very, very careful. I'm trying to make sure that I cover all this side. Yes, okay. So there we go. Okay, so this particular place side, what you just need to do is to let it lap a little. You can stretch it out with your own hands. Let it lap a little. Cut it out like this. Once you cut it like this, it's going to relax. Then you can lay it with your hands. Okay. So as you can see, the lace is already covered, and we are good to go. The last one, let's just cover the middle from the tip of the lace. Come here, then cover it. I like to relax a little bit. Yes, I like to relax a bit. Then cover it. So you just cut all these excesses. They open up this side so that it will relax properly. And we are good to go. Don't worry about all those rumpled parts. It happens. Okay, so the next thing we're going to be doing after we've covered, let's cover this back side, this back parts, so that we'll have something to hold on to. So just just lay it. So don't cover the side. I hope you can see it properly. Right, I'm trying to make sure that you guys see all these things properly. So, and to cover the last, yes. Okay, so there we go. So our last has been covered. You can see that I didn't cover this side. I just covered only one part, and everything is covered. I doubled this side and I doubled this side also. So you can watch the video over and over again. No, the next